Welcome to World Geography with M.Adnan. Today tutorial is related to Variogram and the KrigKing by using the geostatistical analysis tool. So as you can see, we have data here, and now we're going to start the geostatistical analysis. Okay, so viewers, as you can see, we have a data and we have a shapefile. This is a soil data and we need it's a Variogram. So we select here the geostatistical analysis one, and this we get the geostatistical wizard KrigKing. So we just commonly use the KrigKing in the object as we get the soil data. We want it on the bulk density because the bulk density of a soil, and now we simple going for the next. Use the mean value here. We use you can use according to your need, maximum, minimum, and include it all, and as a mean we use a mean value. And here we select simple or simple ordinary universal indicator probability and this adjective. So it depends on your need. I just select the ordinary one and then next, and here we get a Variogram and a Variograph. Semivariogram, as you can see here, a Semivariogram map, and this is a Semivariogram graph. So here you can get some type of this graph like a spherical, like an exponential, like a Gaussian. I'm select Gaussian model for it. It's a model type. When I select here, now I'm also need the values in just average and model, not need the bind values. So I uncheck from here the bind values, only average. Okay, so I need only average value. If I only need the bind value, so I will select only bind. So I just select the bind value, average value, and I need average value. Okay, so after selecting these things, we need to click here or optimize the entire model. Now you can see here will be changing. As you can see, it will change because we select the Gaussian model. If we select the exponential model, so the values will be changed. As you can see, it changes. So it's depend on your need, which one model you need, so you can select it and select Gaussian and again optimize, like again this value comes. Okay, so we going for the next step, and here we select the sector type, this one, the 4 sector with a 45-degree offset, and here we give the maximum number. Here is a 50, and here maximum number is 2, minimum number is 2. So these all point will be selected here, as you can see. Now we select this part because our maximum point is 121, as I can show you through the attribute table. Yes, here you can see we have maximum 122, and here we will be selected 120. So we need here 0. So then we check 120 selected. It means always 2 objects will be remaining to the nearest one. We select 1 here, so here also 120. If we select here 40, so there is still 120 maximum will be weighted. 2 points will be remaining there because it's near to this one. So okay, we going for the next, and here we get our values like a standardized error, standard error, and prediction one, predicted one, measure one, and included. Okay, so here you will get also this, and you can get here from a screenshot of it, and you can save it to your Word file. And when we finish it, here I am going to show you this. You can also get the graph of this value: standardized error, error, and normal. Okay, and I'm just open it to showing that. Okay, so this is the last one of it, not the next one. Okay, so we here just simple select the finish, and here we get its description, which model we use, and which anisotropy come, and which partial values come, and these are all our final result. We copy it for our future use, and we can save it from here as a XML file and as a XML file. Okay, so I'm okay it, and we back to our result. As you can see, our point showing like that. So what we do simple here. It's not in the raster format. We need it into the raster format. So first of all, we will give its extent to as a study area. Okay, it's on all, and now what we do simple, it's export to data, export to raster. We can do it on to the vector, and we can do it on to the raster. We select the raster for it. It's little hang because so viewers, as you can see, we get this panel after selecting export to the raster. Now we simple here keep its output, nothing to change, and it's already put here, and we give this output as it's a YouTube, yes, YouTube tutorial one. We give here as a bulk density ORD means ordinary, and KrigKing. Okay, we give it's the KrigKing name, bulk density ordinary method KrigKing, and just simple okay, then it will be performed. So then we will clip our study area from it, and I am going to showing you its final data. One more thing I am not showing to you is that you can go to here properties which we apply, and going to the method summary, and wait a minute, you can go the method properties, not a properties, method properties. When you select it, you will yes, from here you can copy this value. You can copy this value with just average. You can copy it by selecting this, the right key of your mouse, and you can also copy it by selecting it. Wait a minute, you can save this videogram by selecting. Okay, so here I showing you that if you want to export this graph, this is a Semivariogram map. If you want to export it, so you just simple select here videogram and copy as a picture, or save as a geometrical values table, save as an average value table, and save model as a raster. And you can also as put its path, and you can save it as a this type of. Okay, and one more thing, you can use as a save values as a raster. So you will select it here as a file geodatabase raster one, and you will give it to the path. So this thing I want to showing you, so that's why I again open it. Now our data will be converted into the raster one. I will uncheck it. So as you can see, these values come here. Now what we do simple clip over area with respect to extract by mask tool. Extract by mask. and now we get here the tool and then we apply on it. Simple select by it, and so as you can see viewer, our tool is coming here. Now we select the simple ordinary raster one, because it will be showing us the raster one, and here we give the output path as the study area. This is the blue area, and now we give it to the output location. We give here is the same, and here we type as a raster, and it will clip the boundary area which we need, and it will proceed when it's complete. So I will showing you. Let's need to skip. So viewer, as you can see, our area is extracted. Now I just give it the hollow color to showing our area, and in fact I'm close all the layers, turn off all layers, and I'm just open my soil data one, the study area, and this one. As you can see, the area come in it here, and now what we do here, simple change, not color. We go to the properties of it, and we give to classify it according to our 5 values. As you can see here, it will be changing from this to this. So if we format the label to the 3 decimal places, so it will clearly showing us from here to here and from this, because the value have very less variation, so that's why it's come like that. We just simple select the color, and as you can see, and we get the map like that with a view graph. So I hope this video will be help you. For more informative videos, you need to subscribe our channel and stay tuned with us. Thank you so much.